And we are back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us. Now, y'all, today we're going to look at some footage from yesterday's arrest of the Newark Mayor Ras Baraka. Of course, he was arrested as he was in the vicinity of an ICE facility in New Jersey. There's some controversy around, was he trying to break in? Was he just standing around? Who knows, but we're going to take a look at this footage. You can actually see the footage on your screen right now. We're going to play it with sound and some other footage in just a second. And of course, you know that today's video was brought to you by our partnership with Augusta Precious Metals. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your IRA or retirement, and you don't want inflation and the monetary debasement just eating away at it, get in touch with my people at Augusta Precious Metals. You can go to Paralegold, that's PARALEGOLD.com, or call 844-651-8334. Now, y'all, let's go ahead and hop right into a news report. We're going to hear from Ras Baraka himself, and then we're going to shoot right into the footage of the melee that happened yesterday.
As we continue, 9 minutes after the hour now, Newark, New Jersey Mayor Ras Baraka is speaking out after his arrest late Friday for allegedly attempting to break into an ICE facility during a protest with several Democratic members of Congress. We want to take you back to Newark. That's where we find correspondent CB Cotton with the very latest. Hi, CB.
Hi, Kevin. Well, this small group of protesters behind me says what happened yesterday at this ICE detention facility was fascism on full display, but the White House is slamming it as political theater, saying Democrats are, quote, prioritizing the welfare of illegal aliens over American citizens. Now we have this new body camera footage obtained exclusively by colleague Bill Malugin, which shows exactly what took place the moment when Newark Mayor Ras Baraka was taken into custody. You can see him here led away in handcuffs, and U.S. Representative LaMonica McIver, who appears to be shoving and elbowing her way past a DHS agent. DHS says had she and the other U.S. representatives on scene simply asked for a tour of the ICE facility, they would have gotten one. Instead, DHS says the lawmakers demanded to conduct an oversight visit before storming their way into the facility gate past security as a bus of detainees was entering. The lawmakers ultimately were allowed inside, but Newark Mayor Ras Baraka, also a Democratic candidate for New Jersey governor, was not, and he was later arrested on scene, as we've been talking about. He's now been charged with trespassing after the feds say he ignored repeated warnings to leave. But Baraka told CNN that's not true, saying he was arrested after returning to the public side of the gate.
They tried to arrest me, as you can see. He tried to arrest me. As you can see, I'm calm. I'm not doing anything. I'm just walking. We got out of the gate. They, I guess, made a decision to come around the gate after we left to arrest me outside of the gate.
So a private company entered into an agreement with ICE to open the facility behind me. For months, Baraka and other Newark officials have been alleging in court that the company didn't obtain proper permits. DHS says that's not true, while sharing photos of some of the detainees who are inside, saying they've all been accused of serious crimes.
I don't know why you would want to run on this platform. I'm a career law enforcement officer. And I don't want to go out and support MS-13 terrorists. I don't want to go out there and support child rapists. And those are the people behind those fences.
You cannot push me! You cannot push me! You cannot push me! You cannot push me! You cannot! Back up!
Press, it's press. Come on.
Do not touch me! Get your hands off of her.
He just assaulted me. He just
Don't do it.
Don't touch her.
So y'all, you can see on your screen right now, there is more footage that has come out from yesterday. It looks like pretty much a melee, chaos. Nobody really knows what's going on. The problem is you also don't know what happened immediately before this. So it looks like a lot of pushing and shoving, screaming, and pretty much what you would expect from this kind of situation. Now, the thing about it is this, y'all, all of this is political. Have you seen either party fight this hard for the American people? Have you seen either party getting arrested for the American people? I cannot remember a time that there was a political party and politicians like going to bat for us, getting arrested, breaking into institutions to get us out. You know, so that's really what I wonder how all of this is going to play when it's time to vote. Are they going to stand up and say, we fought for people who were not even our citizens? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part I don't get. Like, if this was like, we fight for everybody like this and people who are not citizens, then I say, okay, y'all just fight for everybody. But I don't remember people getting arrested, not recently anyway. Never, not gonna say never, but I don't remember the politicians recently getting arrested. Okay, there were some American citizens who were taken hostage in another country. There have been American citizens arrested in other countries. How many politicians went out and got arrested? How many politicians went and tried to... Okay, y'all, sorry, I'm playing whataboutism. That's something I don't like to do. Let me back up off of that. So y'all, let me know what you think about all of this. I kind of went on a little bit of rant there. I don't like to play whataboutism too much, so I'm going to fall back from that. Let me know what y'all think. How do you think all of this is going to play at the polls? Because you know this is going to be a huge thing that comes into people's decision-making processes in 2026 during the midterm elections. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. But before you do, please stop, hit the share button, share this video out over email, Facebook, text message, WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, all your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Want to thank y'all for watching. And again, check out our partners at Augusta Precious Metals so you can protect your precious retirement. Link in the description. Love y'all. We'll see you back in the next one.
I'm not letting you. You cannot push me. You cannot push me. You cannot push me. Get over her. Stop right here. Clear the way. Member of Congress coming in. Put on brown shirt. You'll look Excuse her. Thank you. Excuse her.
It's been yielding to me because I've got seniority, and I'm here with Congressman Rob Mendez from the adjoining district. This is not our first visit to an ICE detention facility, but this most assuredly is the most discomforting, concerning visit we have had. And what we experienced was the weaponization of the abuse of power that this administration has given ICE to do. So we're members of Congress. They knew who we were. They know who we are. And yet, they treated us and manhandled the mayor. And so you can imagine the fear of individuals just going about their lives in the streets. We came here to see the conditions inside, and those conditions aren't bad. We don't know that everyone who is inside belongs there, but we knew that people are okay, they're safe, it's clean, they're feeding them. ICE is out of control. ICE thinks it can intimidate all of us, and it cannot intimidate any of us. And we, the people, will make sure that this administration adheres to the rules that separate us from dictatorships in other third world countries. And I've spoken much too long. Let me turn this over to LaMonica. I guess because I'm the oldest and I'm the angriest.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman Bonnie Watson Coleman. First of all, I want to start by thanking my colleagues for being here with me today, both Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman and, of course, Congressman Rob Mendez for being here. Look, we came here simply to perform our oversight duties. That is why we came here. There is a law that says that we are able to do that as members of Congress, and that is what we got here to do. As soon as we got here, we were met with opposition. People were telling us that they're getting a supervisor, that they're going to get someone to come talk with us. We waited and waited. Finally, we went past the gate, and then we had to wait longer. We actually waited over 2 hours to get into this facility just to do a simple oversight visit. They say nothing is wrong with the prison, with this detention center, that we can get in here, that everything, they're following orders. But once again, they delayed us from getting in here to see this facility. We waited in the waiting area for a very long time, talked to many staff members, talked to the warden of this location, and literally still waiting for ICE officials to get here. What all of you watch occurred is just how reckless ICE is. It is unacceptable that me, as a member of Congress, as a black woman here in this city, was just assaulted by multiple ICE officers while regional directors of ICE watched it happen. Since we toured the whole facility with them, no one offered an apology or said anything to me about what occurred out here. Not only was I assaulted, but Congressman Bonnie Watson was assaulted, and of course Congressman Rob Mendez was roughed up as he was trying to protect us. It makes no sense, and it is highly unacceptable how this administration is trying to restrict Congress from doing their bare duties and the responsibilities that the people have elected us to do. What we just witnessed was just disgusting. I am very upset, I am very angry, and I am very hurt that they could be able to do something like that to us. These are people who are supposed to be officers, who are supposed to protect us, and they have done none of that. If they can treat 3 members of Congress like that, just imagine how they can treat people on the street each and every day, both undocumented and people who are citizens here in this country. It makes absolutely no sense to arrest the mayor of the largest city of this state, who did nothing wrong. He went inside of the gate and told them that he was waiting for us to come out because we were conducting an oversight visit. They asked him to leave. He left out of the gate. Instead of the ICE officials that were here, who were supposed to be here to lead us on a tour, they then came out to have a huddle to talk about how the mayor was inside and that he should be arrested still because he was inside. They then came back out after the mayor was out here with you all, some of you out here. They then left us still. We're waiting for a visit to come back out here and arrest the mayor, who had already left off of their property from behind the gate. What we see here is despicable, and we should all be angry. This is unacceptable, and we should not allow this to be happening. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Rob Mendez.
I can't begin to describe what happened here today. It started as part of our core functions as members of Congress to conduct oversight of ICE and privately run detention centers, where we waited patiently for over an hour and a half. Just waited. Waited to do what we've done together at Elizabeth Detention Center. We waited. And then we only saw action taking place outside where we were waiting, not knowing what was happening. We walked out to see what was going on. We saw Mayor Baraka out here by himself, mayor of the largest city in New Jersey, waiting for us to come back. ICE brought to meet the mayor of Newark over 20 armed individuals. 20 armed individuals to confront the mayor of Newark, along with 3 members of Congress. It was an act of intimidation. It was an act of intimidation not just to the mayor, not just to us, but to everyone watching. We know what ICE has been doing in our communities. We know that the president lied and this administration lies every day when they're saying they're going after criminals. It is not true. They feel no weight of the law. They feel no restraint on what they should be doing, and that was shown in broad daylight today when they not just arrested the mayor of Newark, but when they put their hands on 2 members of Congress who are standing behind me. How is this acceptable to anyone in this country? How is this acceptable? I fight along with these 2 incredible women every day for the people of New Jersey. We fight for the country that we should be. What we saw today is the country that we live in under Donald Trump and his Department of Homeland Security, under his ICE, does not reflect who we are as a country. It reflects everything wrong with the moment that we're in. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable and should shake every American to the core, to their core, to our collective core, that this happened today here in the city of Newark, the most inclusive city in New Jersey, with the mayor who represents the city, with the Congresswoman who represents the city, and with Bonnie Watson Coleman, who's fought for the people of New Jersey her entire distinguished career. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. And it should be unacceptable to every single person that's watching today. This will not be the end of it. It will not be the end of it when we leave here. It will not be the end of it when we go find Mayor Baraka. It will not be the end of it when we go home tonight. The fight continues. It will continue until we correct the course that we are on.
We are going to leave here and we are going to where they are holding the mayor. And we intend to stay there until someone gives us some information about the well-being of the mayor of the city of Newark. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not a moment of stunning. This is not a moment of scared. This is a movement of the people in this country who will push back on anybody who dares to abridge our rights.
Yep.
We're good?
Hannah, any questions? Are we taking questions or are we leaving?
We're leaving.
Okay.